Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Welcome in, 100.7 The Score. It is the End of the Bench. I'm Rob Breaux. Alongside Chois, Woodman, Lucas White in the building as well. We are in the First United Bank studio. You can call in on the Visual Edge IT hotline, 806-771-0973. You can also hit us up on the 8th Flooring Center chat line. We will continue that Bochy discussion from the morning drive at some point today. We've got some thoughts there. I don't think Chuck is as crazy as people say he is.
In general or for that particular conversation?
That's a big question, Choice.
I know it is.
I would say in general, honestly.
Wow.
Every time I listen to the morning drive and everyone's like, Chuck, you idiot, you this dumb take of the day, it's like, well, you wasn't wrong. So maybe maybe that says more about me than anyone else. But
okay.
I do want to talk Monday Night Football first. A couple of games last night. Did you see the Tyreek Hill injury?
I did not, actually, no.
Me neither. I was not watching live to that game.
Okay.
And are you a go back and watch injuries guy?
Yeah. Once.
Okay.
If I get it once, then I'll...
When the reaction is like that on Twitter yesterday, that's not something I want to go back and catch.
I am not, but with my wife being in the medical field, she kind of wants to see that multiple times. So
yeah.
I put it on loop for her on Twitter, and I was like, here, you can look at that.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
That thing's like snapped in half.
That's why I didn't want to go look. So they said they...
Oh, yeah. Dang.
You might watch it
Put
twice.
some live reaction, you know what I mean?
They said they feared to dislocated knee, and from the reaction, it's like, yeah, you think?
Yeah, I fear.
So I would assume he's probably done for the year. We'll see. If it was a clean dislocation, I guess they could pop that thing back in, and if nothing's torn. But just from the reaction, again, I did not go back and see it, but it seems like...
It's not good, Bob.
Yeah. Well, that's what I...
Here.
No, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I got the gist. I feel like
Let's take one peek.
No,
you're tempted.
Willis McGahee in the 2001 National Championship scarred me for a long time.
Speaking of Miamis.
Yeah. The NFL's weird, man.
Okay. I'll let you explain further.
Well, just like some weird... Like, both these teams for going in.
Mm-hmm.
Both bad. And I guess when two bad teams get together, it's not a surprise that one beats the other, right?
I think that's usually how it works, yeah.
Somebody had to win that game.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't particularly good. 27-21, whatever. Bengals, backup quarterback. Fine. They couldn't move the ball at all. 28-3. And that's really not a surprise either. What is surprising me, though, Choice, when you look at the Bengals' offense, they really can't move the ball at all in any way.
Okay.
And I know they got down early. It's 21-3 at halftime. So the second half, they're trying to figure out anything. And they really don't have, A, many drives, B, many plays.
Okay.
How is Taj Brooks not getting a drive? A couple of carries.
I've wondered that.
I don't think he has a rush in the regular season.
No, I don't think he has.
I
don't know.
What would it hurt? I mean, it's like Samaje Perine had one rush yesterday, so it's not like they're just not running the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
Now, I get it when you're down 21-3, you're not running the ball a lot, but
sure.
Jake Browning only had 25 pass attempts.
I don't know. I don't buy Cincinnati and what they do in general. I wouldn't say that's just a weird NFL thing, because I'd say most teams are running the football a lot more than that in the NFL and trying different things if things aren't working. So, I don't know. Remember how hot, gosh, I'm blanking on his name, Cincinnati's coach. What's his name?
Bullfighter. Why would you do that?
He posted it on the chat
Just
line. Oh, that's kind of mean, Bullfighter. What's Cincinnati's coach's name?
Zach
Taylor, yes. Remember how hot of a commodity he was for a little bit?
Glad you finished that sentence.
Of course.
Remember how hot he was?
Remember how hot he was? Not
He
talking
was-
about Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah, he was the first Sean McVay guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then once he was successful, everyone was like, well, we just need to get a piece of Sean McVay over here.
Right. And it worked for a little bit. They got to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
That front office is not very good.
I would agree with that statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could never figure out the offensive line. And then they spent a bunch of money on the receivers and the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't really have much else.
Sure.
Did their defensive end draft pick ever, he's playing?
Yeah, he signed right before,
Okay.
right? Yeah, right before the season.
Kind of gave up on that storyline.
It was a little tiresome. Yeah.
It got interesting when he said that somebody said that he could go back to A&M and play again.
Well, then Elko was like, no, he's
Yeah.
just here hanging out.
Yeah.
So, if he had gone back to college, he couldn't have played. I looked up those rules at the time.
When are we going to change that? I mean, used to, the rules were amateurism. That was the purpose of it. There's no amateurism in college football anymore.
Right.
So
you'd like to go to the...
If Patrick Mahomes wants to finish his career at Texas Tech, sure. When he's 40 years old?
I don't know about that. So you're saying don't lose
I'm
eligibility
joking
at all.
with that.
I was thinking, when you said that, Major League Baseball, if you don't like where you're drafted, you can go back to college.
Yeah. Or
if you can't figure out a...
I don't know if I want that.
You'd have to extend the draft.
Right. I'm not sure I want that. I think the NFL could do it better, like the NBA does it, where you can at least go through a process and figure out.
What if you're undrafted?
Sure. I'd like that. You go undrafted? I don't know. Guys make stupid decisions to leave early when they shouldn't, and I don't know if you should reward those stupid decisions or encourage them by putting a rule in place, but
you like going to the combine, getting a real grade.
Sure. All of that.
Going through the process, and then deciding.
Make your decision. I don't know. I don't have a big problem.
Well, if they
with the way
kill
it is.
spring football, which seems like it's getting closer and closer to doing,
I think you're going to see a
summer.
revival of spring football this year.
Really?
Yeah. The elimination of the spring transfer portal window. I think that was the main reason that you're seeing spring football get killed. You buying?
It's going to be one or the other.
Yeah.
One or the other. All right, more after this. 7.7 the score.
Definitely not the starters. You're on the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. This texter asked what exactly I did agree with Chuck with this morning. The Bochy thing we'll get into in the second hour. But basically, I don't blame Bruce Bochy for this season.
Okay.
I think you were set up in a way that you just weren't going to be successful offensively, especially with some of the injuries you had in the middle of the season. But I think it's time for him to go. I think the line was go fishing or something. Yeah, Bochy just needs to go fish. And if he wants to go to San Francisco, like Chuck was saying, if he wants to do something else, that's fine. But
you got any eights?
This was a natural conclusion to Bruce Bochy's term. The worst thing for the long-term plans of the Texas Rangers that they could have done was win the World Series a year early.
Okay.
Because they were not done building. The Rangers were ahead of schedule. Everyone thought they were going to be great in 24. And you win the World Series in 23, and then you just didn't finish your team in 24 because Ray Davis was like, oh, well, we won. We don't need to. If we won last year, we could just win again, right?
Well, I think it wasn't just you didn't finish your team. You didn't. I mean, you had TV issues, obviously.
Yes, that happened in that next offseason.
And I think that was a big problem because you couldn't re-sign some of the guys that you had from the previous team. And it's interesting
you could
say.
Have.
Okay.
They chose not to.
You had luxury tax issues. And I think it's interesting you say that because I don't blame him for last year. I do blame him for this year. I blame Bochy because when you are not getting the best out of your players, I put that on a manager. And I do think you had a massive underperformance from your lineup this year. And I get that, yeah, it wasn't that deep of a lineup, and you took some swings on guys, hoping that Jock Peterson would be good and Jake Berger would be good, and Berger finished well. But all in all, when you have that many guys performing under what they do normally for their career, that I push that on a manager.
I think it was a failure on the front office to bring Bochy back after 24.
Okay, I think the front
I
office
didn't think
is
Bruce
kind of.
Bochy should have been here at all this year.
I think he was kind of forced. I mean, the front office, you're going to get a lot of bad public PR if you're firing a guy 1 year after he wins your World Series.
No, I don't want to fire him.
Oh, you're giving him this option?
I think they should have mutually discussed an opportunity last year.
I don't think he was ready to hang it up last year. I think this year
he was retired when they went and got him.
I know. Retired,
Was
fired.
He
oh yeah,
he was sitting on a deck
because he was fired from his previous gig.
Yeah. Did
Bruce
he take a year off at least?
Bruce Bochy has about as much peaks and valleys of any manager ever. He does. His all-time record, I believe he's right at 500. He's slightly on one side or the other. So he's a guy that has had great seasons, obviously 4 world championships. 4?
4.
Okay, making sure. 3 with San Francisco. But he also has bad years. I mean, those in-between years in San Francisco were bad. They weren't.
Yeah, they'd go to the World Series, win the World Series, miss the playoffs.
Yeah, so
he's under 500.
This year or last year did that to him. Yeah, because I think he was over when he won the World Series.
498.
What's the overall?
He's almost
record?
dead on.
What's the overall record?
2,252, 2,266. I would have lost that bet. I mean, he's basically dead on.
So there's a few.
Yeah, just
10,
a few games under.
So 14 games under?
Yeah. That is crazy.
Yeah, so that's exactly what he's been, almost at 500. So I think you know what you're getting with Bruce Bochy when you hire him. It's potential for really high highs and playoff runs, but also a chance at low lows.
All right, let's hit the calendar real quick.
Your daily look at what's happening in the world of sports, birthdays, and holidays. Let's check the calendar.
It is International Podcast Day. Shout out to Talking Baseball. Shout out to the Gaslighters. Shout out to Red Raider Recon. You can listen to those podcasts wherever you get your podcasts or find them on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Double T Sports Network.
Are you anti-Ask Level?
Oh, and Ask Level, I'm just not involved with that one. My bad. My bad. No, I do listen to the Ask Level podcast.
It's all good. Whatever.
On the YouTube channel. We sent out an app alert this morning for the Ask level.
There you go.
You can turn on your app alerts.
I do. I actually did see
on Double T Sports Network's
I didn't know
app.
it was you sending it out.
And then it was technically Josh, but we discussed it yesterday.
Okay.
You can turn those notifications on. Go up to the little gear on the top right, navigate to notifications. If you're a fan of a high school team, flip on the high school fan zone for that school or the Texas Tech ones and get notified that we're doing things on the website and the YouTube channel. We'll tell you about Red Raider Recon episodes, talking baseball episodes. Y'all doing another one of those this week?
We are recording today, so it will be posted today or tomorrow.
Or you can wait on Mondays for those Ask Levels.
That is correct.
See, I know when they come out.
Look at you. I thought you did that on purpose.
No, I did not.
Just trying to.
It's extra virgin olive oil day.
Okay.
Hot mold cider day. National Love People Day. Oh, it's National Mud Pack Day.
Okay.
You ever do that?
Mud pack?
Yeah. You
like make a pact with mud, or
no? It's like you're laying there and they pack mud all over you. It's like a massage thing.
Oh no, I've done the sand thing on the beach, but not mud.
I would like to try a mud bath, but
I think I would, but man, cleaning up from it.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be get
hosed off with an industrial hose or something.
Right.
Are any birthdays? Looks. You did not like that conversation.
Landon Dickerson and Sam Ellinger both turned 27 today. Formula One driver Max Verstappen turns 28.
Verstappen!
Houston Rockets guard Aaron Holiday turns 29. And the king of auto-tune, T-Pain, turns 41. And then actress/dancer Maddie Ziegler turns 23.
I don't know who that is. That's Cinderella? No, that's Rachel Ziegler.
Yeah, that's Rachel.
Close enough. It's my turn.
Uh-huh.
On this day, back in 1927, Babe Ruth smacked his record 60th home run off Tom Zachary in the 8th inning. And on this day, Robert, back in 2006, Robert Johnson
Rojo
catches a touchdown pass from Graham Harrell in the waning moments against the Aggies. 31-27.
Beautiful.
Sometimes a soldier can beat a pirate.
In 1939,
I said that backwards and botched the whole thing. You didn't even notice.
I did.
Pirate can.
I was just going to let it go.
You should have called me out on it. Pirate can beat a soldier. Shucks.
Clip that. In 1939, the first football game was televised on NBC. Chois is distraught that he just did that. More after this.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
This texter says, what were your thoughts on Big 12 fans in Texas Tech? We'll do that next at 10:45.
Okay.
It's just something I don't quite understand. But we'll have to see. Let's do some burning questions here, Lucas.
2 minutes of non-stop in-your-face inquiries with no end in sight. It's time for Burning Questions.
Okay. I didn't get to do my burning questions yesterday. I was spinning the tiny wheel. Did you see my punishment?
I don't believe I did.
I'm going to have to paint my face as a Jayhawk.
Oh, that's horrible.
A la the Cardinal face painting.
That's horrible.
Yeah. It was the one I didn't want.
I'm sorry.
I only put that on there for Lucas's tiny wheel.
Dude,
because I thought it'd be funny. And
are you going like all in like that guy did? Because that guy was a freaking bird.
Yes.
Holy cow.
And it's basically the same design. It's a red forehead and a blue chin, but otherwise it's just the big beak.
How are you going to get that off? Because that looked like that's
I'm gonna have to paint it for the show. and then leave and go shower and come back.
I'm sorry. I feel
We'll
for
do
you.
that next week at some point.
When are we going to start getting hazard pay for this tiny win?
Probably never, but that'd be awesome.
Needs to come into play.
I could just win more and then.
You're going to need, like, at minimum, pay for the counseling that's going to need to come after this. So
Well, everybody else might need the counseling. When I did the sunscreen one, the sunscreen all over my face.
Okay.
I was going to the bathroom and I walked down there and Clint from the classical station ran into me.
Dude,
He's the nicest guy, man.
he is very nice.
Just no reaction. My face is covered in white paint, basically.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a normal, hey, how you doing?
That's amazing.
I'm doing well, Clint. How are you? Doing good. Another day?
I mean, our Clints could not be more opposite in this building.
Yeah. A little bit. All right. I want to play a game. Choice. It's time to play a game.
Oh, you went there.
Yeah.
I went saw.
Yeah. Well, that's a good one.
Okay.
Arkansas open. Job. Oklahoma State open.
Uh-huh.
Florida potentially open. Not yet.
Not yet.
Which job would you rather?
Arkansas, Florida, and who did you?
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. As it sits right now, if Florida's open, that's the one. That's the right answer.
You think so?
Yeah. I think Arkansas is in a Nebraska territory where there's still some clout to the name, but you're in trouble because it's been so long since fans or since kids, recruits have seen you win. Oklahoma State's the easy number 3 here because of lack of investment. And I don't know if it's lack of investment or lack of Gundy taking investment. I don't know. We'll find out.
Have you seen the rumors on Oklahoma State that the new AD has a huge endowment from a couple of oil companies, and when Boone Pickens died, he left $4 million to the program, to the athletic program, but they're using it on sports they're good at, like wrestling, and they want to use it for a long time on those sports, and so they're using the regular money on football and baseball.
So we're talking about Chad Weiberg?
Yeah. Which is why baseball stinks now, too, at Oklahoma State.
If that's true, that's rough. I don't know if that's
so dumb.
I don't know if it's true.
That can't be true, right?
That sounds too far-fetched to be true.
I mean,
anyway,
that would be the dumbest thing in the history of sports athletic directing.
So OSU's easy number 3 here. I do take Florida. More recent success is what tips the scales because I think they're similar programs.
Okay.
But I'm going with the more recent success, and I do think there'll be money poured into Florida to win.
Let me posit it this way. Who has the easier path to the playoff? Oklahoma State, Florida, or Arkansas?
Oklahoma State, Florida, or Arkansas? Oklahoma State's still the worst path to the playoff easily. Cause,
really?
Yeah, you get one team out.
I think you'll get 2 teams that.
It's still the worst path.
And you're about to expand.
Still the worst path in college football right now. ACC or Big 12. Big 12 probably have Power 4s because of your perception of your league.
Sure. Let's say the SEC gets 4 in every year.
That's pretty well. It's easier to get out of the SEC with 4 than it is to.
But isn't Florida, like, even at its peak, the 5th best SEC program right now?
Yeah. But you don't. You can get through. You can go from 5th to 2nd or 3rd pretty.
So is it easier to get 2nd in the SEC or 2nd in the Big 12?
Probably 2nd in the SEC, but you're only needing to get 4th in the SEC.
So is SMU or Arkansas a better job?
Arkansas. I'm telling you that
with unlimited money at SMU
pure
and
maths,
the opportunity to be 1 or 2 every year?
This is terrible for me, a bad math guy, to preach on math, but math tells you it's 4 out of 16 versus 1.5 out of 16 is just the math isn't there. You're going to get 25% of your league. Do you see me doing the math in my head to making sure you get 25% of your league in versus 7% of your league in.
Okay. Let me just, on your logic.
Okay.
In the ACC, wouldn't you just say there's 4 contenders? And you get 1 of 4? They got 2 of 4 last year. That's 50% of their contenders they got in the playoff.
The ACC has more brand power than the SEC with a couple of schools, so they've got an advantage there.
Than the Big 12.
Over the Big 12, yes. ACC, I would say, is closer to getting 2 every year. Like, I would put ACC at 1.8 a year and Big 12 at like 1.2 a year. Not saying it's impossible, but
TCU and Kansas State both would have been in a 12-team playoff.
Would have
3 years ago.
Would have.
That's what Clemson and SMU did.
More often than not, those things aren't going to happen. I don't know. I could be wrong. I hope I'm proven wrong this year.
Okay.
And that you
I didn't know you were an SEC shield, Choice.
I don't like it. I know the reality of it.
Are you the guy that texts into our show all the time?
Oh my gosh, Big Ten Rob. Hey, I realize perception is reality.
Okay.
And perception in college football is broken. It is absolutely broken because my belief is the SEC is nowhere close, especially this year. We're watching it unfold. I never thought I would like, and thanks to Cody Campbell for a big part of this, never thought I'd like the transfer portal and NIL combo as much as I have, but not just because Texas Tech is successful with it, because the parity in college football is happening.
Yeah.
It's happening. Texas Tech is closer to the tops of college football than they've ever been. But it's not just Texas Tech. You're seeing these other programs like Alabama and Georgia truly take a hit because they're not 3 deep on 4 and 5 stars.
So you're Rhett Lashley. You're offered the Arkansas job.
Now, I'm saying it's a better job, but it doesn't mean you should leave a good situation. I'm saying if they were head-to-head and there's 2 jobs open, SMU and Arkansas, I know which one I'm picking. But leaving something you've built is different. I don't know.
Can't be comfortable riding the fence that hard there, Choice.
I think I'm still taking the Arkansas job.
Okay. All right. More after this on 100.7 The Score. It's the end of the bench.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It's the end of the bench. Since 2002 countries have won the World Cup final without needing extra time or penalties. France and this country. Choice said Netherlands. Then he said Germany. I kept trying to say Brazil.
And it was Brazil.
It was Brazil. When in doubt at the World Cup trivia.
You're right.
Answer Brazil.
You're right.
The other one was Entourage, which would have been a good guess.
Entourage.
Would have been a good guess. All right. We were discussing coaches' hot seats. We ran out of time, but who do you think's going to take the Arkansas job?
I think Lashley is a really good candidate for it.
Yeah. I think with the uncertainty of the ACC, I would opt for Arkansas.
I think
if I was offered both.
I think you're right, and I think if you get a chance to go to a solid job in one of the other conferences.
But would he wait for Florida? Now he's an Arkansas grad or alumni, so there's that.
Lashley is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that
he played
part.
there.
Oh, then that's an easy.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Okay.
I think that's true.
I think it'll be Lashley. G.J. Kinney.
To Oklahoma State?
I think Kinney will be mentioned for Arkansas.
Okay.
I think he will be mentioned. I think you may get some Gus Malzahn mentions.
I don't understand that. I've seen that. I don't understand it.
It's going to happen.
Do you know they interviewed
I'm still not
before they went to Sam Pittman?
No, I didn't realize that.
Deion Sanders.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
Yeah, they interviewed Deion Sanders.
What about Petrino?
the worst thing that could happen to Arkansas is that he wins 5 games.
I think he's going to.
Year.
I think he's going to win some games, and it's going to be a.
That'd be an awful hire.
God, I can't even think of what's his face. Gus Fring from Texas. Why have I already forgotten his name? Texas basketball.
Oh, shocking smart. No. Rodney Terry.
There we go. Rodney Terry.
I was like, Gus Fring? Where are we going with this?
Gus Fring. Yeah, the guy that wore the Gus glasses.
Pollos Hermanos?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
That's what he looked like,
Sure,
right?
yeah.
A larger version.
100%.
Rodney Terry,
exactly.
If Bobby Petrino wins, it's that scenario.
They'll
all
be
over
coaching,
again.
searching for 2 years from now.
You're forced to hire him. I don't know. I'm not sure Petrino can't have success again. I mean, sleazy guys can win games.
I also saw...
He did win games. That's not the reason he was fired.
What's your boy at UNLV?
Dan
Mullen.
I saw him too.
He's going to get a job somewhere.
Yeah.
Mullen's going to get hired somewhere.
Gus Malzahn would be insane.
Mullen could end up at Oklahoma State. G.J. Kinney could end up at Oklahoma State.
Yes. I think G.J. Kinney is the right hire at Oklahoma State.
Eric Morris, if they do well this year, he's going to be thrown around for jobs.
If Rhett Lashley goes to Arkansas,
I think he probably
the only hire for SMU would be Eric Morris.
Yeah,
They would score so many points in the ACC.
I think they probably would. Yeah.
All right. The Big 12's perception of Texas Tech has always been fairly positive, at least obviously through the Leach era, right?
Okay.
You were the plucky underdog punching up against Oklahoma and Texas A&M for some people, not for us, but
horse name.
Plucky underdog.
Yes.
So you were that team, right? And you got a lot of respect. Okay. Baylor stunk for 20 years of my life. Awful. The worst team.
Yes.
Kansas State was the worst team in the history of college football for 50 years. Iowa State didn't win 10 games in the history of their program until last year. Okay? Baylor was good for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Really good for 4 years.
Excellent.
They've been up and down since. They get a ton of respect in the Big 12. TCU was good for a long time outside the Big 12. Has been up and down in the Big 12. Had a good season in, 2012.
They've had 2 really high highs.
And the best season of any Big 12 team currently right now.
Yep.
In
12
when they went
mark.
to the national championship game. They get a ton of respect in the Big 12.
They do.
Texas Tech is coming off their worst decade ever, which was not nearly as bad as anyone else's worst decade ever.
Correct.
They get no respect. And they've been building for 3 years without a massive transfer portal haul.
Sure.
And that foundation allowed them to do what they did in this offseason.
You're absolutely right.
They've had 3 straight winning Big 12 records. They won 6 Big 12 games last year.
Yep.
And it's... These Big 12 fans, I guess, are scared of the future, the possibilities that if it works this year, they'll just do it every year for Texas Tech, and they'll run away with the conference. But these Houston fans in our mentions and Utah fans last week, well, Texas Tech has never done this. They've never done that.
It is funny to watch the Utah fans this week and see how many – I've seen posts or, Iowa State's the best team in the conference or this or that, and then the Utah fans backing Texas Tech now are saying, it's easily Texas Tech is the best.
I saw some Utah fans after beating West Virginia say, see what happens with a healthy quarterback? We would have beat Texas Tech?
I've seen a little bit about that, but mostly I think you gained some Utah respect.
You did,
lot
certainly.
Of it.
So I don't know if it's just online chatter, but even nationally, like Kirk Herbstreit, every time he talks positively about Texas Tech, it's still that undercurrent of, but why? How are they doing this besides the money?
No, you're exactly right. It's the foundation, but it's college. In the NFL, you have a lot more experts because there's 32 teams. You double that with power teams in college football, and I think there's a lot of laziness when it comes to analysis.
Do you know who got immediate respect when they started 5-0 after not winning a single conference game beyond like beating Texas once or twice for a decade?
Who's that?
They were the worst team in college football from 2009 to 2023. Kansas.
Yeah.
And they're just like
It's just
immediately
people
respected.
People are waiting for something to happen with them. But yeah, you're right. I don't think you're disrespected, Rob. You're sitting at 11 in the country right now. It's not like
Certainly, you're changing perception right now.
correct. You're at 11 in the country. It's not like well, we'll see. I'm still not sold on this team. There is still some of that.
Locally, though, Big 12 wise, regionally.
I think there's jealousy more than anything.
Okay.
Big 12 fans and even pundits out there. I mean, heck, you had Kurtz on from K-State, and he said, "I'm not going to buy into Texas Tech until they do it."
Right.
And I also understand that. I get it, too, because you're one of just a few teams who hasn't played in a Big 12 championship game. Definitely, you and Kansas are the only two incumbents that have not played in a Big 12 championship game? I think that's it. Of the original 8.
Oh, of the okay.
The original 8 that remain. I think those are the only two that haven't played in.
Because Iowa State got there last year.
Yep.
And lost.
So I get it. I understand that perspective of I'm going to wait until Texas Tech does it. Because we do that with a lot of things in sports. But I also think that it shouldn't be a shock when Texas Tech does it this year for those people. Because if you're really, analyzing things and really taking a look at things, there's zero question who has the best roster in the Big 12. Now, roster talent doesn't translate to wins 1-to-1. We know that. It takes more. It takes a foundation. It takes a good coaching staff. But it should not be a shock to anybody if and when Texas Tech wins the Big 12 this year, because you do have the best roster, and it is not completely made up of new guys for this season. It's not. Your foundation, your quarterback, your center,
your culture,
your receivers, for the most part, are guys that are coming back. Your linebackers on the other side. You've got plenty of guys that are around, a mixture. But you just caught so many off-season headlines because Texas Tech's not supposed to be there and not supposed to be spending like Ohio State and Texas are.
Playing time is not required. This is the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Welcome back. 100.7 The Score. It's the End of the Bench. No bottom line today. We'll head off to baseball. What? After this break. Tigers, Guardians. 100.7 Scores, lots of live sports today. Tigers, Guardians, and we'll have the high school fan zone at 6 o'clock. Monterey and Coronado. And then at 7:30 airtime for Reds, Dodgers, as that series starts.
Go Reds!
Guardians or Tigers?
I'm going to stay with the hot team. Man, Tigers have just fumbled it down the stretch.
Limping
they have fumbled
into the
it.
Playoffs.
I think here's kind of crazy because it doesn't usually happen this way. Tigers win today, Guardians win the next two.
World Series matchup.
I will not pick the Mariners. Here, I'm going to pull what people are doing to Texas Tech until they've been there. I'm going to wait until – because the Mariners are, I believe, the only Major League Baseball team currently that has not been to the World Series. I think that's the case. I believe that's accurate. So give me – I'm going to go a little off the cuff. Give me Yankees, Reds.
Gross. Yankees, Reds.
Yeah, why?
I guess. I like De La Cruz.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah.
He's fine. I just have friends that are Reds fans, so.
Is Jonathan India still with the Reds? No, he's moved on.
Are you sure?
Is he still with the Reds?
No, I think he's still with the Reds. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
I think he's with the Royals.
Yeah, I think he's moved on.
I
think that's right. I think he's with the Royals.
What the heck was I thinking? Was that when the Rangers played the Royals this year? Okay.
Yeah, maybe so.
Why did I guess I knew the Rangers had played him, but I guess.
With them, yeah. Interesting. We had the Mariners and the Dodgers
I can't
we
remember.
voted as a unit yesterday.
What
we
did-
went Mariners, Dodgers.
Do you still have our picks before the season?
Yeah.
You don't have to pull those up now.
Oh,
but-
no, it's easy. Hold on. That's a good... I forgot about those. I do have a couple of questions that I want you to answer, but we'll do this first. Major League Baseball predictions 2025. Chois, Woodman.
Oh, boy.
MVP, Corey Seager, Shohei.
Corey would have stayed healthy.
Cy Young's DeGrom, Glasnow.
I will tell mine was fully in on believing Bochy was an every other year guy. So
Yeah.
that was what it was based off of.
Okay. Yankees, Braves, Rangers in the American. Wait, hold on. That's not you. Yes, it is.
Braves aren't in the American League.
AL East, NL East,
Yeah.
Yankees, Braves.
Okay.
I had the
Almost
Phillies.
a check mark.
I had the Phillies.
Good job.
I think I was the only one that got that. But I just picked the Phillies every time. That's just my team over there. NL West, Dodgers. Everybody picked the Dodgers.
Okay.
AL Central. Let's see. You had the Guardians,
Which became correct
which became correct.
on the last day of the season.
I had the Royals.
Yes.
I had the Royals,
Gross.
and then flipped it to the Tigers mid-season. We did an All-Star break redraft,
Oh, well, you don't get to count that.
and then was still wrong. They were like up 10 games.
Okay, you can count it. Yeah, you can count it.
You had the Brewers. Pretty much everybody else had the Cubs. And the Yankees to be in the ALCS. So
Okay.
you're still on there. The Dodgers to be in the NLCS. And the Dodgers to win.
Who had that?
That's you.
Had the Dodgers over the Yankees?
So you're still... No, that was Jamie. My bad.
I was about to say I
Hold
I picked
on.
the Rangers.
Hold on. All of those picks were Jamie's.
Why are you putting Jamie on me?
You had the Twins.
Ah, crap.
You did pick the Cubs.
Should have picked the Guardians.
So you were much worse. Rangers, Mets.
Oh, these are
You had
horrible.
Rangers, Mets.
These are horrible. I had Rangers Mets. Sorry, Lucas.
Jamie knows
I doomed
ball.
us all.
Wait, Jamie knows ball.
Yeah, man.
Much more so than us.
I was like, I honestly couldn't remember what I picked. I only knew I picked the Rangers.
We have a Yankees Mets from Lucas. We picked so many things. It got so far off the... I had to go back and look at what row you were. The AL West...
Get your crap together, Rob.
Let's see. Rangers for me. Lucas had the Mariners. I redrafted the Astros at the time. You had the Rangers. We didn't give you an opportunity to redraft.
No, you didn't.
You and Jamie both had the Rangers.
They should have won this year.
Okay, so I had Rangers, Dodgers. Lucas had the Yankees, Mets. I redrafted and went Detroit and the Dodgers.
Okay.
Another Yankees, Mets. The only World Series that are active preseason is Jamie's Yankees, Dodgers. Chris Snead had the Orioles and the Dodgers in the World Series.
Ouch. Poor Lucas.
I also had the Orioles winning the division. I just kept thinking, 2 years ago I thought they were going to be really good. And then they got beat by the Rangers in the playoffs. And then I was like, but they are on the cusp.
They got so much young talent.
They're going to break through so hard. And then last year they were bad, and this year they were even worse.
Yeah.
That's got to be really frustrating, huh, Lucas?
Sounds like it.
Disappointed but not surprised.
Okay. Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh, boy.
The Texas Tech Red Raiders have the best coordinators in the Big 12.
Too early to tell, but if we're making a definitive statement, they also have some of the best pieces to work with, both of them. So, sure. Because I can't come up with anybody better. If you're saying combination of coordinators,
Yes.
I don't think there's a better duo. No, I'm not going to come up with.
I think Iowa State has the best defense coordinator, doing it a long time in the conference.
Okay.
Have you seen the story on their offense coordinator? He was like a grad assistant at Toledo with Campbell. And then he's like done 18 different jobs on his way up to being the offense coordinator. It's a pretty cool story. And they're seeing some success this year. So maybe Iowa State is up there.
Yeah, they would be in the conversation for sure.
Texas Tech certainly in the conversation. Beyond that,
there's a whole lot of change, too.
TCU probably top 5.
There were, 10 different teams that replaced at least one coordinator in the offseason? So we're still learning. I mean, we're only 4 or 5 games in, so we're still learning about a lot of them.
Kansas, tell me I'm wrong. Kansas has the worst defense in the Big 12 right now.
Oh, we weren't going to go worst coordinators? Because that was Oklahoma State. Okay. Kansas has the worst defense. Oklahoma State's going to give them a run for their money. But
that's situational defense against Cincinnati, man.
Kansas feels like 2016 Texas Tech. They do. I mean, they look like a team that can put up a lot of points. I say they're a poor man's version of 2016.
16, not 15.
No, poor man's version.
They're not as good offensively as 15.
But they're not. I don't even think they're as good offensively as 16, and I don't think they're even as good or as bad defensively. So they're a little closer to the middle there, but I still think they're extremely frustrating for their fans.
Yeah.
So yes, worst defense. Right now, OSU might end up being that.
Texas Tech will finish with the top 10 scoring defense in the country. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong. It'll be top 15. Just outside. Because I think you still run more plays offensively than some of those other teams, which will put your defense out for more plays too.
Outside of garbage time, you're averaging what? 2.5 points a game?
Something around there, yeah.
More after this. 100.7 The Score. The Guardians and Tigers take over.
This has been the End of the Bench podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 107thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.